Ta-da! There you go, like nothing ever happened. Ugh, man. So yeah, we're live.
Here I was gonna relax once I'm home, but no. D&D party.
You're the one
Almost
who
forgot.
signed up. You're the one
I
who signed
know.
up for this.
Listen. I forgot I was back, okay? After being
He's
a
so
while gone.
he is so fucking back. Let's fucking. Oh boy. So, section 49. You know the drill. I have to ask a single question, and you have to answer me with a single answer. So, are you ready to begin?
Potato.
Very much so.
Give me a sec. And next week I might get a new monster. That means imagine if I don't have to alt tab stuff and I can do it. It's
Are you sure your computer will be able to handle it?
You just connect the second monitor and it just dies.
yeah, crash and burn. That's how we're gonna roll. So, oh god, who's drinking coffee from the thermostat?
That's me right now, and my microphone sensitivity has been messed up all day, so this shouldn't be hearable, but apparently it is.
It is. Anyway, so last we left off. Oh, technically there was a division, but about everything. Zergal had a very pleasant time. Met with the tiefling that he fancied, went on an adventure, bashed heads with a very drunken brewmaster, got a whole keg, and had a bunch of escapades and all other stuff. Meanwhile, across the region, about 80 to 100 miles away, Baron gazed into the knowledge of divinity that he acquired. He grasped beyond, and he took a gamble that could have killed all of you. Start a new world-ending ordeal on its own, but he succeeded. He came through somewhere. But in the mortal plane, right in front of your eyes, in spite of your healing efforts and whatnot, your fiery dwarf, the manifestation of pride and fury, crumbled, withered, and turned to ash in front of you, in less than 20 something seconds. And that's where we left off from your side. So, you got Baron in ashes. What do I have to do?
On the way there, given that Brit had already said to bring a healing spell, I would have already cast Aura of Vitality on me to be ready to heal whatever the fuck is going wrong. And we basically come in at the moment that he just turns to dust, right?
Essentially, his fiery flesh and hair turn back normal and then age significantly, and eventually, like a very well-maintained statue, just crumbled into nothing, to this grayish, blackish ash on the ground.
Okay. Nathan, at least. I sound like I am talking about mechanics, but this is roleplay, holy shit. Nathan's just dropping to his knees. You can't be fucking serious. This has to be some kind of cruel, sick joke, isn't it? I'm looking over to Arthur.
Arthur is fucking petrified. He doesn't know what to say. He's just staring at a pile of ashes. It used to be the guy who literally, he literally just broke a piece of steel in his hands like it was warm butter. Doesn't know what to say.
What happened?
I'll just say, while this is happening, even though Brit has a suspicion, she's gonna try and use Revivify anyways.
Nothing happens. Arthur just let me roll for Arthur. Let's see. You don't need to say anything or do anything. You can clearly read Arthur's mindset at the moment. He has been tired, optimistic, kinda it's cold. Motivated, you could say. By this whole project and Baron's fervor. And now that he's gone, there's this almost like a like he doesn't know what happened. He doesn't know what this is. He doesn't even believe that he's dead. He's just, it's for him it's like a cruel joke at the moment, or just a joke where as a first trick he will bend steel like it's butter, and the second he's gonna poof it with nothing. Now just staring.
Arthur? Nathan is still, focusing his gaze on that pile, but talking to him. Is he reacting to that?
He's staring at it. He doesn't really.
That's. You can hear.
Arthur!
It's.
In the name of Saloon, for fuck's sake, what happened?
Leave him. It wasn't his doing. That's for sure.
But we need to know what happened here.
Last that's
I
happened. He was trying to think about how to make weapons. And suddenly this started happening.
And he just turned to dust?
You heard the laughter, didn't you? Do you notice how it wasn't sad or in pain?
But how? Just
Little
I
fish,
don't-
buddy, I don't
I-
think there's much that we can figure out about what the fuck just happened there, bro.
Nathan's going to also like grasp into his pocket, pull out one of the few gems that he still has on him. Again,
I'm
just
not-
like last time he did it, crush it with his bare hand. Saloon, Mother of the Moon, for all that is holy, please explain to me what happened to my dear friend, and if possible, bring him back.
Are you like?
Please.
Love the emotion.
This can't be happening. Just bring him back.
Question: Do you ask? Do you actually go for a spell of sorts?
This is Revivify, but I'm combining Revivify with a prayer to Saloon.
Hmm.
Nathan
Well-
is just as like out of it right now as Arthur is, but like on a different level.
You see the cracks of the gem. Splinter of dust into the ash. Nothing. As if you're trying to just get some ash from a log to awaken. Nothing.
I'm gonna stand up and approach Nate and put a hand on his shoulder. Say, there's not much we can do now. Yeah. He's gone to wherever he's gone. The question is
And what now? We just lost our master of arms. He had
yeah.
all this planned, and what now?
Well, I doubt he would he would be happy for us just to sit here and do nothing. Granted, we have a little time before we have it, but he would want us to carry on. I'm going to look at Chadwick as I say that.
Exactly what he'd want us to do. Pursue glory.
So glory.
In the meantime, need to figure out a way to contain these ashes until something else can be done with them properly. There. It doesn't take too much. There's a surprising calm to Brit's demeanor and voice.
Dagger is huffing. Dagger is breathing heavily, clutching his hammer as he just got there. He's just seeing all this unfold now.
Nathan is just sitting there crying on the ground.
Not another one. Too soon. Takes a deep breath and yes. He tries to sadly exit. His ears are bright red. But he has this air of confusion, like just meandering. He just wanders away. most likely going to. If it, let me think. There is a courtyard thing, right? In this place?
Basically, the front outside, yeah. Like
Yeah.
the entrance area, the stairs in.
I'm heading for. I'm heading over there. Only north. And just complete silence, heavy steps. A bit more, and you'd see the steam rising.
Chadwick,
Yeah.
do you mind getting Farron into a suitable container and keeping it Nathan company while I go talk to Dagger?
Yeah, I think I can handle that.
I'm going
Arthur.
to.
Arthur, weren't you and Farron working on something together? Bet your ass you're gonna keep working on that.
Give me. Let's see if he responds. No. He's like
I'm
waiting.
going. Yeah, walking. So before I go off to Dagger, I'm going to try and shake him back to this reality, just slightly.
I'm sorry, you're trying to shake me?
No, Arthur, just trying to
Okay.
get him out of the daze.
All right.
And
it's
yeah, I'll
just
look
it.
for.
Faith is a fickle thing. Just can lead to greatness or to ruin. I believe it is the former in this case. I agree with Chadwick. The project shall continue, but for now, go to bed, get some rest, collect yourself, and I will be helping you as best as I can when you're ready. And then I go walk up after Dagger.
And I'll be looking for any sort of container that I can do my best to put the ashes in.
Bucket.
So
Fuck.
Sorry, I couldn't
Af-
help myself.
after a bit, Dagger. She's going to like pause halfway through, just make sure that there's nobody else around. As she's on her way to Dagger's pause, and she's just going to give the wall just a very big punch. And it's like, oh, you finally got what you were looking for. Hopefully, it's the good kind of glory. And then going to go find Dagger. You said you were outside, just out the
No,
doors.
I was sitting outside. So is there like a yard or anything in the likes? Any trees or just random
There's
stones nearby?
Well, there's
There's
a
a small
slight.
forest just outside the entrance.
Just leaving the doors wide open, just standing. So Araxis, is there like a already cut log, a stone large enough I could sit on, or?
Outside, there's a handful of trees that have been deforested.
You're good. After a minute, you're gonna hear a chuckle from behind you, Dagger. Farron did a good job in securing this home for us. He's always the one to make the bold moves, wasn't he?
Brash. Almost not thought out.
Oh, almost to a fault.
Somehow he kept succeeding.
Yeah.
I feel weak, but not in strength.
Hmm.
I feel not enough. I want to protect. I want to make sure that not a scratch arrives at our brethren like this. I felt incapable for such a long while. Almost unconsciously cast Aura of Vitality. Just having this on me at all times at this point. Just life, I feel life surging through me, and I just have the thought of restoring it. My only desire at this point is just like you could feel the aura of my vitality at this point. Just he's taking deep breaths. Each breath, he just thinks. He thinks of those he has lost. All the innocent souls that they passed by, already dead or to have been interacted with, all the people that are at risk, everybody who could be in danger, everybody who can be a danger. He thinks, he breathes, almost meditating upright, clutching his hammer. I don't want anyone to die. I don't want anyone to disappear. I want life to be restored. I want there to be an eternal balance. I am sick of change. It shakes me to my very core. Brit, is your answer to fight or to protect? I must double my efforts. Be there. Be there in front of them. In front of you. I care not who has the greatest strength. I just want to
It's
protect my brothers, my sisters, you know. I
uh,
already lost a sister. And now, a brother, another on a journey where I cannot reach him. Must this always be like this? Must change be brought with so much sorrow? I will bear it. But I must change myself to bring greater balance. For a while I've been too silent. I'm glad just to follow. Make sure the path was right. Follow your lead. I crushed a possible chance at a balance. A balance that would have most likely been a lie. An all too happy lie. I can't live a lie, but I can't also live content with myself.
what do you think I've been
Brit,
trying to do this whole time?
trying to do your best. But
Trying to
right
do the
now,
exact same thing you have been are thinking now.
protecting all of
Even
us.
even with my speed, my newfound speed, I can't save everybody. You know this. We can't save
Hmm.
everyone. And there's probably somebody who's being having their life taken or their life is ending. Clear across the caps. How are we going to save them? We have
I
no
lift
means.
my hammer up, spin it once, and slam the head of the mall on the ground.
I'm not
There's one
saying
thing I want you to do. At this very moment, fight me.
sure you want to.
Definitely. My
And
conviction needs
and
strength.
and what will this prove?
For me, I simply want to validate myself to my own eyes. I want to make sure I'm strong enough to stand and protect all of you. Allow me this.
By
Allow me.
attacking me.
No. You to test my resolve. This is no training. Do you accept this challenge? I believe in your strength. I know what you're capable of. But I need to test my own resolve. Fight me today. Help me find it in myself that I have the strength to continue. I cannot just sit idly by anymore.
Are
I
you
can't
trying
just
to
stay in the back. I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone. I want
you're
to.
trying to prove it to yourself then?
Indeed. There's
Dagger.
no. Yes?
Nathan by now has walked outside. I assume this conversation wasn't very quiet, so
No.
No,
after
it wasn't.
distancing
She's
myself from this.
Brit is close to using the helm of bellowing to try and get
Hmm?
through.
Uh,
So we're pretty much almost yelling at each other, but
Hmm?
I can't do that voice rise.
Mm,
I'll lean out one hand. Fighting each other now is not going to help.
this is not a fight. Not what. Like what you think. I am asking.
If you're aiming to get results, swear on it. Not with a hammer or a shield, but with a word, a prayer. Choose a god you like, choose a concept you like. I do not care, but mark your word.
May they smite me if I speak lies. I turn to my hammer and to the deforestation that I have seen. Just firewood or no. And I lean down. Argentine, or to any god who hear my plea, I beg of you now, set me on the correct path. I do not wish for more power. I simply want to know. I simply want to know if I have it in me to have the ability to protect my kin. I pray now so that others may stand. I pray now so that others may live.
You feel a rush of wind as I'm Mel right next to you, hand on the shoulder. It's like on your shoulder. There's some pressure. You tell she's gotten quite a bit stronger. All that said, for
Is that
years
all
I've
was that
no,
all you were gonna do?
nope. When it's safe.
Sure, trust me.
One last before you make this thing. I've spent my life ever since Farron came dedicated to making sure every single one of you is safe. As of recently, I have realized that it's not something I can do alone. You don't need to shoulder the burden by yourself. We're all here for each other. We're all to protect each other. Let's off of your shoulder. It's taken me a while to figure that one out, and now I understand.
I pray to have the ability to protect my kin, to shelter the world, make sure lies and bargains held, hopes unbroken, balance to the world, and dangers struck out of existence. By my name, Dagger, a paladin of balance. I want to restore the order of the world
Finally.
to its rightful place. May it be so. For a duty eternal, I will not rest! Look up to the skies and look to the fallen trees. May life be restored and upheld, protected, sheltered. This is my prayer. Might I shoulder the burden of 1,000 or a few? Might I take the pain of all those who live? I will take them in stride. Test my resolve, and he who will hear me, I will not back down. I will not cower. My resolve is true. A few moments of deep breathing before I get up.
Do the gods
Yes,
listen?
Yes, I promise.
Araxis,
Yes.
your final judgment?
On.
Do you have Dagger muted or something?
He has made
He's been
his...
praying for the last 15
Oh yeah,
minutes.
I know. I know.
I grab my maul and lift it to the skies. Whether they grant me strength or not, I'll be ready.
Could you roll me? Actually, let me roll. This is like a few minutes ago. So, yeah, roll me. Roll me 2 D100s.
Oh, whoop! That's never mind. to
Yeah,
get
reroll.
uh,
Mm,
Hmm. Yes. Let me check my list real quickly. Oh, so when you call out to the sky, the heavens, to anybody who's listening, besides those who are around you, the forests calm down. The natural sounds of the forest calm down, and everything becomes stale, as if the whole sound of the surrounding area just dims. But after a few seconds, everything returns, slowly but surely. If it's said to someone, have they received it? Time will tell.
let the air clear. Heck. Well,
Brit. I don't remember the last time I've sparred with anyone. Don't think me addicted or wanting a fight for the sake of it. We have time to spare, don't we?
yeah, plenty. We have plenty of time, to be completely honest.
I don't care who. I simply need this. Allow it to me, at least. To use our feasts, I do not care. I cannot just bottle up this frustration. Can I? It's unhealthy.
Well, I'm glad you found your voice.
And it will stay. I can't bear to be silent anymore.
Well, words are one thing. And as I turn,
Actions are other.
yes, you need to back up those words with your actions. Just like Farron did. Like he always did.
Brett,
I won't forgive him for leaving us without a goodbye.
Maybe not in this life, but maybe in the next life we'll see him then.
Well, if there is a next life. So,
I can guarantee you it is, and I can tell you he's already waiting for us. Drinks in hand, maybe even passed out on the floor. Who knows?
he better be.
you know very well that Farron wouldn't pass out from a drink no matter how strong.
He's a dwarf. For
I'm
someone
sure
so
for someone
for someone so short.
Plus he's a glory paladin.
As I was gonna say, for someone so short, he can drink his weight and more in liquor. Phew.
And he's
We
a
can
glory
ensure
paladin. He's a glory paladin. If there's glory in finding a way, he's going to find a way.
One thing I would like to mention at this point, I never got the opportunity to fully hand back Farron the bottle, the infinite bottle.
Mm.
I think Sergal still.
I gave it to you for a few drinks. I don't know if you handed it back
I
to
did
me.
not.
In that
You
case, you
handed
still
it
have it. Okay. Very well then.
Well,
At least for now,
do you suppose
you say that we should back up our words with actions. And while it is very stupid to do so, If I succeed in making true the words I wish to speak, I think I deserve the ranks at whatever table Farron sits in heaven. Would you allow me to pray for one thing, partially against your teaching, Brit?
And what might that be?
An oath. What did you just say? I didn't hear the sentence.
Oh, it's just doing. I was thinking out loud, but it's a bit unorthodox to take on another oath. But actually, would
It
I
expands
know?
on the first.
Oh, but then, by all means.
Nathan grins for a second and then just like takes off the bag that he had on his back still, and takes out a penknife, something he had since the very beginning of his campaign, a really small knife. Takes off both of his gloves, and you see that like in one hand he still has the crystal dust from the failed revivify like cupped in his hand. He then pours it onto like his empty hand. In the same hand, he takes the penknife. Saloon, goddess of the moon, in your gaze, I shall make an oath to expand on my oath as a watcher. We have lost one too many. I've gotten careless. I failed my duty to protect them all. So tonight, I shall finalize and expand on my oath to what it deserves to be. And you see that Nathan starts using this penknife to cut the symbol of Saloon into his right hand, like the back of his right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Until my ranks have passed, none of us from our rank shall seize their life against mine and their will. I shall watch over them, save them, and ensure the safety beyond my oath. He raises the hand with like the gem powder. The gem that failed me tonight shall remind me on this until my end. And he's going to like crush it into that wound that he just made of Saloon's symbol, and just immediately heal it over with lay on hands, so that he literally has like the rough symbol sketched out onto the back of the hand with the crushed jewel. And he just looks up. This I swear upon the skies, the stars, the moon, and anyone who would listen. Without my permission, none of you are allowed to die.
Okay, roll me a d6. Yeah, not d6. It's 60, 100. Anyone.
Anyone?
You said anyone.
Those are terrible rolls. Actually, no, a 94 in there.
I need to roll something.
True. You're right,
pretty
Farron.
It's pretty half and half for good and bad.
Oh. Oh. Ooh, can you roll me Constitution saving throw?
1 second. There we go. That is... Brett, you're standing next to me, right?
Yep.
Okay, then I'll take your bonus given that it's one higher. 33.
You do your funny little carving in and playing dust on you. Then making an impromptu symbol. Salute. But then, you all of a sudden feel this itch. That's like, you have a shrapnel stuck in your chin. And then another, and then another. And all of a sudden, You feel the sensation of your crackling sounds underneath your skin around the freshly made. You stand there stoically. You do not flinch, you do not move. Just look as all of a sudden the impromptu symbol cracks. The moon shape is still there, but it's not whole, but hollow. But also you sense something in your arm up to your shoulder. Something in your bones. Something snaps towards. It feels like your hand is getting jabbed with glass needle. Remain there. But nothing after a few moments comes. No pain, no nothing. You just stood there watching. I guess the oak was taken seriously.
Now, actually, like turning my head back down, like I was looking at the sky for the entire duration of that. Is my hand still the same?
It is.
Okay. And with that, like closing the hand a few times, seeing if the entire hand still works, I will put the glove back on.
Man, a promise etched into the very bone of the participant. Oof.
I'm taking this seriously.
Wait,
And-
you gotta specify which hand.
Back of the right hand.
Right hand.
Leading sword hand.
Noted.
Ironically enough, with the trident it's the other hand, but with the sword it's this hand.
Well spoken then. So,
You
we're
told
all-
me not to make oaths on ensuring something that you cannot promise, but we're beyond the point that we can afford to let people die. And you can see that his hand just like reflexively clenches
And-
up a bit when he says that.
and we'll make sure to save every innocent life that we can. Should we hear about that? Hear about them? We shall do what we can if their life is taken soon. In any sense, we should probably do something to honor Farron.
Not just us.
All of us.
He still has family. Should probably let them know what happened and tell them to meet us here.
No. This is not something you have people travel halfway across the world.
I thought wasn't he going to have them here anyways?
Hmm.
These are the bad messages you bring to them. He deserves to be laid to rest where he was born.
Then I guess that's our next destination.
Our next destination?
Yes, quest to make sure that Farron makes it home.
Remind me, where is that?
Kara should know.
I'm sorry, who? Like, out of game, I have no idea
tiny-
what you're talking about.
This fortress has a pseudo-dragon housekeeper, who is partially like he's a lot more than just a pseudo-dragon. He's also like the architect, the person who designed most of it. And for certain payments, he can do all kinds of stuff, including using your blood, figure out what your family is doing.
But
Oh.
I'm pretty sure Chadwick knows.
Chadwick should know as well, yeah.
I think Chadwick would be a better thing to ask, but let's give him a minute to process this. He did just lose his rider.
If you guys are looking for me, I would be in Baron's room, just holding on to his ashes and leaning against his bed.
Speaking of which, I guess I should go and talk to him, unless one of you two want to go.
Not to make it seem like I'm going to sulk, but I'd rather stay here for a bit. It's
Well,
been too long since I've enjoyed, well, what's left of the surrounding nature.
don't forget to check in on your greenhouse, see how that's coming along.
I think I still have that bag of seeds.
Look at you.
I could start
Turning
planting.
to Nathan
Hmm?
for an answer.
Sorry?
This is say I was gonna go talk to Chadwick unless one of you two want to.
No. This is your deal. I need to figure out something else.
But for now, if you need time to think, go ahead and do that. Just don't go wandering too far. And now we're going to go talk with Chadwick, which eventually put together.
I'm gonna be up in the forging area.
Oh, a knock on the.
I'll just be
Did
meditating.
you leave the?
While they left, I'll just be meditating near the lumbered zone.
So Chadwick, did you leave the door open or closed?
Yeah, I'd probably be too distracted to actually close the door, so the door would be cracked
You
open.
just hear knock on the door frame.
I was seeing if there's any blueprints or anything in here.
Perhaps.
Don't mind me. Hi.
I thought I might find you here. Remind me again what your oath is.
To protect my rider and to assist in anything that they need.
And when that happens,
glory.
and have you felt like you've failed?
We stood side by side in battle this whole time. We've protected each other. I just couldn't protect him from his own curiosity.
He said, help him achieve glory. Has the oath been fulfilled then?
I never let him down once.
There's a huge smile and a internal sigh of relief, like, oh crap. Like she's saying, oh thank God he's not actually dead. You can feel like she had been debating whether or not that has been like. He was one to plan for things. You of all people know that he was a lot smarter than he let on.
He could fight his way in and out of anything.
And he did get us this keep. Along with you, too.
I was right by his side and I helped him.
Yep. I say that's an oath fulfilled.
Man. It's just so weird not having my little buddy around. It's just like Not even an hour ago, I was talking to him, and then, Jesus.
I get that. Definitely going to be missed. In any sense, have you found anything?
I will now actually start looking around the room because I said I was when I wasn't.
I'm gonna help you look.
You guys are you guys searching through stuff now?
Yeah, we're looking for any notations left from you. You know,
All right.
blueprints that you had in mind, that sort of stuff.
Investigations from both of you, because you have no trouble finding paper,
Aaron,
but there is a
that
lot of
you?
it.
Oh jeez.
There is no. You guys realize that it takes a lot of bags of holding to hold hundreds of thousands of gold. And you also realize that those bags of holding are eerily close to the bags of paperwork.
I'm a
Yeah, I can't
Chadwick
trust
gets-
it yet.
He gets
I'm a
caught
cat.
on the paperwork.
I'm a cast guidance on myself because I can now do that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Thank God that was the guidance dice.
Yeah, for a second I just had a miniature heart attack.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Alright, we're good.
Quite
Good.
Close enough.
All right,
Maybe.
so Chadwick, you go through and you find logistics. Endless logistics. You realize that he had excessive plans regarding this entire fort. He seemed very enthusiastic about the entire idea of their own hideout. There's a lot of paperwork. I will have it's only half finished right now. I'll get it done by next week. There is an actual document I have written up for this.
Yeah, nice.
So you will see all the loose ends Farron was planning to do. And Britt, you look through all of them, and then as you're looking through paperwork, you notice a fine cloth. Not typical of Farron. Farron doesn't have a lot of delicate things. You go through it and you unwrap it, and your heart stops because you open it and you see two pieces of paper. One and two sealed with his family crest. Most wouldn't recognize it, but you've been around long enough to see it. At least once before. And one has a label, Will, followed by a semicolon, Tarumak, and then the other, Will, semicolon, brothers and sisters.
There's a smirk. Did think of everything. Chadwick,
Yeah, what's up?
motion you over to here.
Aaron,
Over
your
to me.
background.
And show the two pieces of paper, the two documents, sealed documents. Oh,
Yeah.
I know I just left them, but it's time to go and gather them back up again. And wait for Sergal.
Yeah. All right.
See?
Yeah.
I knew he wouldn't
Yeah.
leave us without anything.
That man was always thinking 2 steps ahead, even of his own death, I guess.
Gotta give him mad props. So then I'm just gonna go gather the other two again with the paper. And it's like, well, and now we have to wait for Circle to get back.
Right. Britt, by the way, do you want to see the will before reading it?
Yes.
All right.
I'm going to open it first and then announce it to the rest of the people. Once I'm done reading it.
All right.
But I do want Circle there for it.
Mm-mm.
So what is Circle up to, Eric's?
Circle, mind you, you are way behind in Circle's timeline.
Yeah,
He's
gives
getting-
me plenty of time to read the will and wait for Circle. Unless anybody else has anything else to do.
Like, how much time are we talking? Like,
Circle's thing
a day,
ended.
2 days?
No, about 8 hours. Where we left off.
uh,
So, yeah.
If anyone suggests sparring, then I'm all for it. I need to blow off some steam also.
Hey, me.
Oh, God.
Nathan will spectate that in a bit, but not before meticulously cleaning up the workshop, making sure every single speck of the ashes makes it into the pot.
Okay. So, hours by hour passes. Nothing really happens until evening comes. Evening, it is kind of morbid, because everybody knows except for one person, which is Laura. What transpired. And then I don't know. Is anybody doing anything in the evening? Because there is no news from Circle. Circle has a way of communicating with any of you, but he has not sent the message or.
In the meantime, kind of trying to distract myself from the topic. After, like, some of the sparring has happened, and I make sure that they don't actually kill each other. How's the cat doing right now? Probably
Me-
completely unfazed.
Yes. For me, also, I think I just heard right meow. I think you just. Anyway, no.
And then I would just every so often I would go check on Arthur, check on Lara. Oh, that makes sure they're doing fine. I know Lara's probably oblivious to what's going on.
Laura is getting entertained by either Nora or Leo, as both of them are more than capable of spellcasters with cantrip.
Yep. I figured as
Every
much.
once in a while, you do see some creature, some hound, or smaller version of a very dangerous predator. A shade of it, to be exact, being ridden by Laura across the halls.
Yeah. I assume Arthur just went to go lay down.
Oh, he is working.
In the same workshop that just traumatized him.
Yes.
My busy work makes keeps the mind off of the things. I get that.
Hard work makes the dream work.
Just
I
making
think
sure.
you-
I'm just going to wander the halls, make sure that if there's anybody who needs to, somebody to talk to, I'm there to talk with them.
Mm-mm.
That's a very good point coming from Sergal. Are the eggs still in the forge?
Yeah, they're every few hours, some wood is being brought in. Because you literally have getting section of the forest for the road, and you need to keep the forge running, so it's like, two birds with one stone. So there's no problem for that. But yeah, they're just there, chilling. Evening comes. Evening passes. Is anybody staying up late or trying to contact Circle or anything specific?
So, I actually want to know. So, is this sparring between me and Chadwick, to blow off some steam, just gonna be like passive or just?
I'm just gonna say this: if it was in combat, Chadwick probably could just one-shot you.
Yeah. So. So.
I mean, I wouldn't be using my Demon Slayer on him. Out of
If we're
the
going
kindness
bare
of
hand,
my heart.
listen. If we're going bare armed, like, so be it.
If you wanna have prideful festivities in combat, I suggest you organize a separate thing where you can have a little duel, and let's just say, not now, because technically
Sergo and
No.
I did that once. It's actually quite nice.
it is, but it's like 30 minutes for.
Man, can't even have a fucking fight anymore.
I mean, you can. Just PvP is not really something most people want to watch in D&D. Or
Exactly.
listen
It's a big time.
to.
Also, not to
Yeah.
mention that you would literally, it would be 2 rounds that would be tried.
Whatever.
I'm not gonna go on a murder, like on a wild animal murder spree.
Difficult
Ugh.
against Chadwick. I have a
Alright.
question.
Hmm?
I want to start. How do I phrase it? I guess, like, force training myself. You know that elves really only like meditate, like, so they don't fully sleep. They just have like this meditative pose where they're
Yeah.
still sentient. I want to try to force myself to keep my eyes open for that duration.
And,
Okay.
And you know what? If like after the fight or whatever, I'm just going to be constantly doing some meditation on my own in my little greenhouse.
So,
Do so.
Yeah, not leaving.
in that case, I have a simple question. No special things, nothing. Everybody waits for the evening to go snooze.
No, I'm just attuning with life.
Yes. Besides, something that would take hours, aka.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, Chadwick, Britt.
Nope.
Nope.
Chadwick?
So, even under the judgment of the stars, you all sleep. Nevertheless, I would like everybody to roll me D100, including Sergal.
Lots of 40s.
God. That everyone.
I was waiting for Farron to
Nope.
roll, but then I realized,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, apparently we need one more person.
yeah, Brett.
Yeah. Ooh. Let me see. Let me find the meat. Oh. Phew. Oh, yeah. So, first circle, you had a very simple. Well, I guess you've been busy, but somehow, some way, for all the shenanigans that you've been throughout the night, eventually, somehow, you end up in somewhere where there's a bed, and you're not alone. And as you sleep, you basically sleep. The night goes on in someone's embrace as the night shifts. But for the rest of you, give me a second. Why cannot? Why is it? I wanna scream. Why is this not copying pasting? Or just copy and paste. Work. There you go. Hey. So, one by one, all of you separate, or I guess you used to be when you went to bed, come to a sudden and rude awakening. As you look around, you're all in your clothing, weapons are missing. You see each other on a grayish grassland. Somewhere somewhere out there. And you can see that there is this grayish wind blowing everywhere during it. What would you like to do?
We see each other?
You do see each other. You're basically within 10 to 15 feet of each other.
I'm guessing there's. Should we stay together as we move forward? Feels like another one of these dreams.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lose any more of you guys, so stick close.
Will do.
Agreed.
Brett, I'm pretty sure you're sleeping. Like sleeping.
Am I sleeping?
Oh, you're also everybody except for Sergal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sergal is basically like he got everything of the
I'm
night.
chilling, man.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
like
need nothing else.
he got the girl, he got everything. He's good.
I got beer. I got the girl.
You know,
What else do you need?
unironically, I would say, should we hold hands? Who knows? One of us could be taken into the mist. This is a dream.
Everybody roll me a nature check. Chadwick, you can roll it. Oh no, Dagger, you can also roll.
Okay. Nature check, right?
Yes.
Okay, nature. Yeah. Me sucky. What was the
Can I
the
roll
thing
with
for
advantage
advantage
because
again?
of foresight?
Yeah.
ADV.
Foresight would be
ADV when? Like
Nat 20.
Afterwards.
I'm
D20
sorry,
plus your bonus ADV
okay, with a space or no space?
with a space.
Wow.
Oh my fucking god. So,
Well.
for Nathan, Brett, Dagger, for you, it's like, grayish ground, this grayish wind. It's, it does not look like it's decayed or anything, it just looks like you're in a storm of some sort. Nathan, looking at the grass, you immediately see that it's not of normal material plane. You look around, and for a few moments, you think to yourself, Feywild? But then you look at the grass, you look at the coloration. So, no, this is something else. In your mind,
Oh.
just kind of goes like thinking of what exactly it is.
Oh, I remember this. Fuck.
Chadwick. Never in the Feywilds you felt like. Never. Either by your people, your family, or just being a centaur that run away. All of a sudden, you have the dreadful instinct. This instinct of being a prey somewhere. some unfamiliar place. As all of a sudden, uh, through the shadowy, grayish winds, they start to clear up. The vision you can see spreads 4 or 5 times from 30 to 100 some, and there comes an entity. Uh, for Nathan, for Dagger, you can guess it's why is it?
Man, I remember Lanky McClanklank.
Uh,
Not this guy? Okay.
no, man, where is it? Fucking hate this.
Man, thought I guessed it.
Oh sh.
Oh, that's like a long way ago.
Hold on a
Mhm.
second.
And I'm pretty sure we killed that thing, so.
Lanky
Oh,
McClank.
yeah, you killed that. Yeah, we killed that one.
Who knows how many there are.
And I really need to clean up my everything. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh, I had it, now it's gone. Shut up. Don't laugh at me.
No, it's funny. Yeah, I will. Listen, at least allow me this. It's been a while. Come on.
Is it? Why can I not?
When the DM fails his insight investigation.
Why isn't that? Please, I beg you. Why do
You can
I
do
not
it.
see? Up. Trying.
Don't panic.
Shut up. Where is it? Oh my god.
I'm sorry you can hear me chuckle,
Shut up,
okay? My
shut up,
mic is
shut
right
up,
next to my mouth.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. Trying to find it. Bad image. No. Fuck, I'm just gonna brute force this.
Well, while you're looking for that, do we have our weapons on us?
No, you do not. That's
Remember, all attacks a paladin at our level makes have 1d8 radiant damage attached to it.
Doesn't it look like an SCP? Just grab one of those.
The DM having an aneurysm over the fact that he has completely lost an image.
I lost one image. One image that I needed this moment, and I had it like 2 minutes ago. That's the worst problem. Fucking had it.
Da, 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 da. Let's see.
Where is it? God, I kind of want to just show the picture of a cat. Like, yeah, that's good enough. No, it's not good enough. Where is it?
La la da da.
Shut up. That's what I get for not
Is
cleaning my
this your
desktop.
card?
Shut up. Shut up. No.
We're all going to die.
Yeah, the more infuriated to me, the more fucking dices my person can roll. If you roll any dices. Shh.
Plural of dice is die, so I think we might be in trouble.
Ah, I missed this.
Yeah, congratulations. Where is it? Oh my god. I'm basically running like 2 years on my desktop at the moment. Where is it?
How do you keep that much stuff on your desktop?
Skill issue.
For you?
For me, yeah.
Very much for you.
I really need to. Oh, where is it?
So which campaign folder are you looking at?
There's too many of them.
Stop,
Shut up! Shut up! Fuck, man!
listen, stop feeling like aimed at, okay? Man,
Ah,
I'm
man.
not laughing at you.
he was, but his computer
Was.
wasn't.
Okay, fair. Blame it on the computer. Fair.
Oh, wait, hold up.
You got it, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. Shut up. I know where to look. I'm gonna ban hope, and I know exactly where to look. It's in Discord somewhere.
No.
I know exactly where it is.
Closer,
I know
getting
exactly.
warmer.
I know exactly where it is.
Has somebody
Uh,
set a timer, just like checking how long this took?
Yes.
Found it. Found the image. Fuck you.
We're just
It's-
gonna.
It
just gonna
took-
clip it.
If I just hadn't dice, God bless dice roller. God bless dice roller. Wait. Now that I know the image name, was it literally at the very top and I was that stupid? Second. Oh yeah, it was at the very top. Fuck you. It was literally at the first two. Okay. So, well, how do I say this? You are being approached by a lanky 8-9 foot wielding a staff. For dagger, your first instinct is that this is some sort of fae, maybe an archfey. For Nathan, you know that this is an archfey, a powerful archfey that is not connected to the Feywild, not anymore, and that's what you remember. That's what you can recall at this moment. For Chadwick, something creeps the fuck out of this. Like, creeps you the fuck out of this creature. Something is unnatural about it. Something is like a mortal being can be corrupted by deep, essentially losing their nature. This is the same energy, but with a powerful. The power of the Fae is but something has been gone, relinquished. As the creature walks about 50 feet to the closest one of you, it takes a bound as it just proclaims quite
Carefully
simply-
returning that.
It just carefully, not carefully, just simply says, "I welcome the children of Tarumak."
Who do we have the honor to?
My name is not important, but do you know one of my disciples? I would very much be curious to know why you are here.
That's something we'd like to know too.
We simply went to sleep and awoken here.
It the Fae approaches, and it has this what seems to be just a very nicely molded brand. It has almost this goldish, and it just taps the closest one of you that is there with it. Kind of approaches casually, almost like floating. Taps. I would say eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Nathan, since you were the one who was most eager to back, you're the one who's getting tapped with it. Not like, hit or, stab with it. It just kind of hits you. After a few prods, the face gives this bleak smile and nods. I guess it's understandable. Hmm, you're in a quite interesting place and an interesting time, but sadly, you are unwanted.
Hmm.
But alas, we share the same goals, you and I. So you may ask questions.
Hmm.
What is this place?
This place has no name. It used to be called Boulevard. Fey wilds, but now contested lands between the summer courts and the winter. The front lines of
We s- so we stand in a battlefield. Oh,
in several minutes. The Shadow Fey will summon a massive battle. And my disciple, you know him as Garak, will
cool.
engage in a single-handed blade.
Okay. Kind of looking at Brit like, can we? Mm, Brit. Yeah.
I know.
Mm.
Can
Is
everybody
that
roll
why?
me a
Is that
perception
why we
check?
were brought here?
The face
Perception, you
size.
said.
Yeah, perception for everybody. The face size. I did not bring, nor you have any real reason. But I assume the reason why you are here is because one of your soul bounds are here.
Mm. Do you believe we could attend this battle?
It shakes its head. No, you would serve, but merely a distraction.
Mm. That is understandable, I suppose. So you said perception, right?
If he makes it, would you send him our way then?
After he is victorious or he has fallen in the battle, soulful.
I can assure you, he'll be victorious. I can assure you that. If he's anywhere near the same Karok, I
Mm, he will join, or you have business. Not.
we do.
We do.
I do wish to ask. Do you know why are you alive?
I'm sorry, what did he say?
It asks you. Do you know why you are?
To protect the others.
Looks at you, Nate. Uh, Gives you a smile. Saying, a noble, surely,
Mm.
but alas, it is not. For you are without soul.
For a purpose, at the very least. We have been told of the upcoming days. I would believe that would have something to do with it.
Your as prepared. Fail safes, call it. You must know of the silvery blue. You have held it in its. You have seen. You have witnessed. Only by its being that you are alive, here or your souls have been destroyed. The settlement called Tack.
This, for some reason, makes sense.
Because of the things that fell from the sky, there was demons. Or was this long before?
I believe he speaks of Tarumak's
What you meant, sir.
sword. Brit, do you also do you also recall having held Tarumak's sword at some point before joining with him? Is any
Nathan raises his hand.
I remember at some point being handed a sword. It glowed. I wonder if that's it.
Okay.
It's
So continue, Britt.
why are you telling us this?
So did you know that if you fight, retreat is not enough? If you die, your lives are for no second. There are no resurrections. There are no wishes. Or cannot wish for something.
It's that reason we couldn't bring Sylvie back.
Makes the most sense.
We have one life. We better make the most of it.
And I say to you this because after, if Eric is successful, you will be sent out. He is unrelenting, leaving behead anything. But he must understand one misstep is life. And all of your. As for why you here, I can only fear. Perhaps the wielder of the blade isn't the Fey. Speak when you follow where it may be. As kind of examine and surround the fields, Nathan, you all of a sudden feel the air like almost momentously. All of you as well. But then Brit, somewhere in the distance, as the shadowy grayish wind fades even further, you start to hear commotion, clinging of metal, and then the entire ground underneath all of you begin to rupture as the entire ground begins to. You start to see massive wings over the horizon sprout out, and with a roar, all of you are thrown into a free fall as the ground beneath your feet out. You fall, but for a moment before all of you simultaneously
Oh.
land.
Before that, I'm just going to use the helm of bellowing to yell words of encouragement for Karok.
Sure. What are the
So
words?
Cheeky.
Be strong, brother, and carry the day.
Well,
After being told we'd be distractions.
yeah.
Just words of encouragement.
And before
Hee hee.
and before that is the thing that ends. Anyway, and with that, all of you basically are woken up in the morning, uh, basically by yourself as you feel the sensation of falling, and then all of a sudden you just wake.
I just hate that sensation, don't you?
The
I
most-
hate that one too.
There you go.
Just that
And
feeling of falling and for
A
some
roller
reason
coaster
there's-
gut.
there you go.
Where's the singing coming from?
So, all of you. Well, technically, let's wait on you for a bit. Sturgle, my boy.
I live.
Live. Can you roll me a d12?
On a scale of 1 to 12, how traumatized are you?
No. So, you wake up. What seems to be a room, but it's less of a hotel or anything. It's more of you're in someone's shed or someone's bigger shed barn that had just a semi decent bed in it for some reason. It's not like it has no cloth or anything, just this makeshift mattress, a handful of pillows, and these linen blanket, I guess for you're somewhere in hell knows where, fuck knows where, and when you wake up and you look around and all of a sudden like a hammer, the hangover hits for several seconds until you clean it off. You do see a familiar teeth in your embrace, also vastly asleep. Oh, yes. So, what'd you like to do?
Trying not to move too much. Sergal is looking around, like... First of all, this isn't where he went to sleep. I'm almost certain.
This isn't the brothel.
Almost certain.
Almost certain.
Second of all, where is my stuff? Do I see it from where I'm lying?
You immediately can eye several your pants, your pieces of armor, but you can clearly see that at least half of it is missing.
I'm gonna slowly, extricate myself from Tella, trying not to disturb her too much. As I get up and...
Just roll an
put on-
investigation check.
Yeah.
The silent escape routine. Gotta love it.
Oh, I'm not escaping.
So you peer outside and you literally see you are in some sort of barn that is surrounded by like a small, semi-big fence with sheep to pit. The sheep are wide awake and just chilling, eating grass, while the pigs are fast asleep by their little corner. As for all of your equipment, you realize some of it has been basically covered by the hay that has fallen through some meat in the barn. But you, after a good minute or so, recover everything. You have everything. Seemingly, Talia has everything also, but the barrel and what remains of its contents, you have no clue.
Great. The one thing I wanted to bring back home. One of two things. But Sergal will sigh and start gathering his stuff, as well as trying to gather Tella's stuff a little. Just like make sure it's all in one place. Is my griffin nearby? I telepathically reach out to my griffin if it's within like a mile.
In a mile. Oh yeah, it is within a mile. So if you look outside, you basically look around and you think you are basically the opposite side of the river. Small little river that you essentially drank on the other side. You're like 700 feet away from your last point of interest before you went full dark. But yeah, it is on the other side of the river, and as you call it out, you basically immediately see a very, very rapidly approaching griffin.
Well, that's mostly everything for. Looking around the barn and actually communicating with my griffin, does the griffin know what happened?
Does the griffin know what happened?
Yeah. He has an intelligence of 6. He might know.
He can give you a semi play-by-play, but the key thinks very simply. The barrel has been rolled down the river and is basically floated off southbound. As for you essentially crossed the river once, came back, got your stuff, crossed again, looking for an inn, and eventually just literally stumbled upon the sheep, thinking they're innkeepers, paid them over 52 gold pieces. And then
52 gold pieces that I do not have.
Well, here's the thing. The griffin explains very politely that you tried to persuade sheep the grass was gold, and they kindly took your payment by eating it. And you thought that the sheep were very cultured for their consumption of coin.
The gods, I am never getting that.
And then you basically went in there and the griffin looks at you because it is bound to you and it knows you. It stares at you. Do I really need to continue what went on?
No. It's fairly obvious from what I remember. Well, first order of business. Sergal clears up the headache with a little healing hand, lay on hands, and gets dressed. making doubly sure that all of his items are there. And he pulls out Leo's symbol thing,
Mhm.
the stone that Leo gave him,
Yeah.
and he spins it around in his hand, glancing at Tella. For pocketing it again and sending the griffin off to see if he can track down that barrel and bring it back.
Hmm. I see. One's gonna go out. Fine. And it returns less than a minute away and says, yeah. It successfully reports that it found the barrel, albeit destroyed.
Probably for the best. Alright. Food. Tella. Home. And he's gonna pull out some rations and, like, start to prepare something for the two of them to eat. While simultaneously waiting for Tella to wake up.
Well, takes you about a minute. I'm just, making passive sounds, and there's the sheep and and the pigs. That slowly but surely she does wake up. honestly, Nathan, that was kind of like that was like what the griffin saw. Just like, hello, can I? Anyway, you do in fact tell us wake up.
Why do I hear
Seemingly-
somebody kissing out on the bot music?
That's supposed to
Yeah.
be a fireplace, but feel free to
Ah.
imagine that someone is pissing on the side of the barn.
the ambience, the true feel of D&D. You wake
Yeah.
up, somebody pisses on the side of your house. Anyway, well, I mean, yeah, she wakes up. She immediately flinches as something terrible hits her, and she grasps her head. And it follows with a very loud and prolonged grumble and moan.
It begins.
I smile and kind of get up from where I'm kneeling and use lay on hands on their 5 charges. Get that hangover out of there. Morning. Sleep well?
She takes a deep breath and exhales and looks at you. Now I'm doing better.
I've got some food for us. Not much, but you know.
She nods, grabs it, and actually just like, how do I say this? She eats with all, and then she looks around, and then just kind of stands up, grabs essentially the blankets that were covering the bed, albeit not exactly in the best condition. Just kind of starts wandering around the barn, just kind of looks around.
Turns out we swam over the river last night, and graciously paid the innkeepers as he motions towards the sheep with an
The sh-
entire field of grass.
The sheep stares at you blankly. Bah.
See, it still agrees that it was a great deal for them.
Yeah, exactly.
The greatest
Your,
of deals.
your
Me
prices
and
were
the sheep
fair,
have a working
Paladin.
business relationship.
She looks with amusement, but then she says, "You know, maybe we should just leave before somebody that actually owns this place wakes up and gets here, and then,
Sergal quickly
Thinking.
nods. You're right. I was waiting for you to wake up. Your clothes
But
are...
you must
and I-
honor the bargain.
well, here they go on another adventure."
Can't wait for Asuka's party to meet these sheep and hear all about us.
Wait a minute, you forgot brunch. It's a full plan.
Breakfast included.
Free range.
Sergal will motion towards Tella's pile of neatly folded belongings.
Please review our barn B&B.
Even though this is supposed to be a
Hope
sad
you
fiction, the
enjoyed your
memes today are
stay.
on point, honestly.
I see this as an absolute win. The sheep
50%
certainly think it
off
is.
on
You
the next
do? That's
visit.
because your soul hasn't been crushed yet by coming home.
True.
Well, it takes
Enjoy
you.
it while it lasts.
It takes about 2 minutes, and you are technically, well, that I guess, as Stella finally gets everything of her belonging, including with her clothes that were everywhere.
I had gathered them up while I was making sure all my
Oh
stuff
no,
was
as in like they've been everywhere. They've been from the sky, on the ground.
Oh.
You know, they've been everywhere.
It was especially tedious to get that specific pair out of the sky. It was almost flying away.
But yeah,
The classic climbing into the tree to get something.
Sergal will leave like 5 silver on the nightstand by the bed. because
nightstand.
I don't think the sheep own the bed. And honestly, somebody needs to be paid. They may not know why, but they're gonna get paid.
I know exactly that some fucker is gonna. Oh shit! Free money. Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway, so
They'll
what do
never
you?
know.
So she packs everything. She looks around.
So, anything? He thinks a moment as his griffin trots over for them to get on. How much conversation do you remember about last night?
Oh, pretty much all of it.
Are you
Respect for that
still-
constitution.
Are you still adamant about coming with?
Seems to measure something. And kind of leans against one of the massive piles of hay and just kind of thinks to her. He looks at you. How much gold do you have?
On me, accumulatively about 4 gold. Couple silvers short.
And where would be going?
We are... Where is the vault at?
You have no clue in the context. Because technically never were even shown the map where it is. But you know, it's...
I know it's vaguely off some way, right?
Yeah, it is in the region. But you don't know if it's like a few miles away or it's 100 miles away. You have no fucking clue.
It's that way. I haven't really been to it directly from here. But luckily, I do have somebody who can take us there pretty fast. As I pull out the stone again.
Mm-hmm.
A wizard friend of mine gave this to me yesterday. Said to call him when I needed a ride back.
Then she stares at you, then finally goes at her full eye and kind of walks up to you. They're telling me you just have someone, a wizard, you can call upon on a whim, and he'll teleport you in.
Not a whim. He's one of the people we're traveling. We help him, he helps us.
And it sounds fun. Then she kind of pats you on the shoulder.
So you're in?
She looks at you and smiles. What do you think?
I smile back and nod. Alright, is there anything you need to do before I call Leo?
Not really, no.
I'm jumping on my griffin and motioning for Tella to do the same. Let's not teleport in this poor person's bar.
All of a sudden, just... You know what? I'm just gonna roll a d10.
Oh no.
What are you damn kids doing in my barn? They ain't gone. Gonna hit the Pentagon.
Oh no, it's the Pentagon. No. You literally fly off, and as you turn around, you basically see that you're, by the edge, several hundred feet from the river, and there's, farmland and whatnot, and you literally see, like, what seems to be a young man seemingly just walk into the not the barn, but the pen. Yeah.
Can I do a reaction, please?
Sure.
Can I? Woo! Money!
Cha-ching! So,
Hey, get on the gold
and
here.
I'm going to go ahead. Tell us on the griffin with me, right? Full speed takeoff out of there.
sure, yeah.
My shoot must be magic. Give me more gold.
It's all that golden
We're
grass,
shitting
man.
silver.
It's the
Great
golden
shit.
grass.
So,
Annabelle, I knew you were magic.
yeah, so I assume you're gonna land soon. You're like, hey, pick me up,
Yeah,
Leo.
I'm
Give me
gonna.
up, Leo.
I'm probably gonna call Leo as we're flying. Like,
just yes, hello.
but it's not really flying far. It's just a hop to the park, pretty
Still
much,
look-
where we first
Huh?
landed.
Stay there.
So, so what do you what do you say to Leo?
Calling up Leo on the cell phone. Hey Leo, me and the +1 are ready to be picked up.
+1.
Yeah, +1.
Your Uber wizard is here.
Uber
I-
the
And the
Wiz!
Griffin too.
I now can
Uber
play,
Wiz.
now can see Leo actually just show up in the DeLorean and be like, hey kids, you wanna ride?
Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum.
You made a time machine out of an automobile?
Well, here's the thing. What your response is several sleepy-ish groans. Like, loud, y'all. Yeah.
How early is it?
You have no fucking.
I'm outside. Where's the sun?
It's not up yet. Well, it's not
Oh.
fully up yet, but it's not exactly. It's not noon,
It's
but it's
sunrise.
also.
Around.
Man, big move coming in
anyway.
early in the morning.
No, don't worry. He
When
needs to get
yawn
up anyway.
later, all of a sudden, you see a shimmer of Leo, and he looks ghastly. He looks like a literally creature of fog and mist. But you can see his feet as he just looks at you. And goes, so you two?
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't
He
even
just
realize it was
points,
so early.
and the next thing you know is you're literally in the main hall of the.
Could have given some warning.
Like
As
shit.
I
Yeah, you literally mid-speech, like you said, is this one? He just pointed, and all of a sudden, you're in the main hall. You're no longer somewhere in the grassland. Now you're just
No fanfare, no anything.
that's what happened when you.
You wake me up at 5 in the morning?
No.
Fine, I'll teleport you mid-speech.
No. You wake him up at 5 in the morning. You get astral projection into a teleportation.
I ain't getting out of the bed for this.
Exactly. That's so.
Honestly, I respect for the dedication to this because that means he used a 9th level spell slot to
Yeah, I know.
teleport you back.
That's how
Fuck
wizards
this
are.
shit. Magic, bitch.
listen, man. If you got the magic, you use the magic.
Exactly, especially when you
Lex's
can.
mindset, especially, like that's a good way to go about it.
I don't want to get out of bed. Astral projection something gets real.
Even work can be sleep when you have astral projection.
I could just imagine this guy in a robe, like a bed robe, and just a cup of coffee, bunny slippers.
Oh, you mean
This
like
one?
Miss? Yeah, you ever seen Fool's Gold, Mr. Wizardly?
Anyway,
Yes, yes.
Mrs. Wizardly now.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
nevertheless, you are here. You are present, and you are basically all back together. Congratulations.
Well, Tella,
Plus one.
forgive the lack of fanfare, but welcome to. Hold on. What is this place called again?
I don't think you know. That's the best-
Welcome to home.
Well, he looks at it.
I-
Clearly impressed. Kind of looks around, and you're basically at the entrance, right? By the entrance, and she looks around, and she basically immediately spots the red cedar dragon just chilling, vastly asleep. And she just stares at you, looking back, just, you have a cedar dragon? I thought those things weren't real.
A lot of things that I thought weren't real turned out to be real after I started adventure. Hopefully, we get used to it.
What follows next is essentially a very slow and immersive approach from Ella towards the pseudo dragon. As the pseudo dragon immediately opens his eyes within like 20 feet of it. Ella approaches the pseudo dragon with a childish curiosity and asks, "Are you real?" The pseudo dragon looks at it. Looks at
Half asleep.
Please,
Yeah.
sarcasm.
No,
just looks at
I
it.
am not to read.
Where is she? Did I lose her? Today is not my day, I tell you.
Looking for. It's Kaz, right?
No. Can't find Ella. No,
Oh, Tella. I have that image.
you do. Okay.
Of course I do. Who do you think I am?
Okay. Nevertheless, Kara just stares at her and just nods. I am real. Am I? Looks at you, circle for approval.
Yes, you are real. By the way, this is Tella. Kaz. Kaz, Tella, Kaz.
Talon nods. Karis also slightly nods. Then looks at you, circle. Wait, drink her blood.
No, thank you. No. We don't.
Immediately
We do not
added.
currently need your services. Thank you.
Okay.
And I turn to Tella and explain. He's kind of a magical housekeeper slash.
He just looks at you and just says, wait. Looks around everything. You don't need to clean.
Well, no. I don't think so. Karis, do you clean here or?
Well, yes and no. I do clean it, but not me.
You get it clean.
It basically latches into the side with its small claws to showcase it.
Alright. No, we don't have to.
Kala is just impressed. He's just.
Circle, is that you?
How many people are awake currently?
I'm in the
technically-
greenhouse.
Tec-
Nathan definitely would.
Technically, all of you are after your little night bear-ish thing. Where all of you just had the sensation of suddenly just fucking get wobbled awake.
I'm enjoying tea in the greenhouse. Oh, this
So
shit.
basically, you're having this conversation, and shortly after, a full squadron of paladins in armor just appears. Nathan would definitely be looking down towards the commotion.
I doubt
Making
it'd
his
be
way
loud enough for
downstairs.
me.
So you have returned.
I have. By the way, Tella, these are my siblings. Cross adventuring party. Nathan, Brit Valak, just Brit. She's the leader. Dagger.
I'm not here. I'm not there. I'm still in the
Not
greenhouse.
Dagger's
Where
still
else?
there?
Dagger
So it's
someone.
just Nathan, Brit.
He's
Chadwick,
trying-
are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
and Chadwick.
How's it going?
Everyone, this is
Farron
Tella.
is not present.
Circle just assumes he's down at the forge. That's where he would be.
He looks at all of you. Just smiles and nods. Clearly a bit out of place as he's basically the shortest of all.
Yeah.
And now just like a bunch of fucking pals stroll up just surround her. It's like,
Hey, at least there's no
Circle
white couch.
is kind of like standing in front of her protectively, kind of like
Slightly at an
trying
angle.
to keep her bubble.
Oh, Oh yeah, Nathan, you wake up. The first
Hmm.
thing you see in hall also, cat girl's still there. You don't know if
Awake or
she's
asleep?
you want to check?
Hmm? I would be walking past her.
She
Wakey,
seems to be.
wakey.
You don't know if she's asleep, but her eyes are. Oh, I mean, she could be awake. Her eyes.
I left her a bowl of those good berries, remember?
Yes, I know. The ball is gone. Not the good
Was
bear.
it,
No, no,
did she, beat, did
no,
she
no.
eat the bowl?
That's the thing. You don't see neither the ball nor the good berries. You have no clue.
Curious.
Curious.
I'll ask her later.
Mind you, the bowl was wood. Not exactly.
Was
Yeah, that makes it
implies-
easier.
It was.
Implies it no longer exists.
So now you're just all standing there, surrounding Circle's new girlfriend.
Staring intensifies.
While we're there, does my true sight reveal anything about her? Is she hiding anything?
You look around, you really see nothing. No, you just kind of just stare at her. Just, I don't really. Like, no. I know the hesitation giving you so much doubt, but I'm like, man, it's 1 a.m. No.
There's a really awkward scene about this. Everyone here is awake and kind of tired, except for Nathan, probably.
And Circle.
And Sergo.
Those innkeepers really keep a tight ship.
While we're at it,
So, is everyone else still asleep?
what do you mean, everyone else?
I just
I
want
mean-
to, imagine this is how Nathan just staring at her. just,
Do not strangle my girlfriend.
No, I would keep some distance, like... It's fine. Also, I can't stare, remember?
I know, that's the best part. Just,
I would be facing her way, but it would be really awkward given she doesn't know about the fact that I still can't see, so... Just a dude in armor with a blindfold, so...
So,
I'm a dagger. Farron, Arthur. I know where Leo is.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
everyone else.
Well,
Helena,
How-
Arthur, and Laura are currently asleep, as far as I know.
Aaron is a different story.
Did he forget to go to
What?
sleep? And
No.
Circle's just taking off towards the forge.
We're in the forge, aren't we?
no,
No,
you're
we're
no,
standing in the
we
main
don't
hall
have
right
to
now.
read
The main hall. Okay.
He's going to the forge because one, their tone of voice is deeply unnerving him, and so now he's just looking for Farron.
I'll grab you by the shoulder.
Ca-
With a bit more strength than necessary.
Points at Jar.
Oof.
I think the
Yeah.
jar would be in one of the rooms, probably
I'm not there.
either Farron's room or...
Nah, you just
Tablet's
carried
room.
it out to meet my girlfriend. That's fine.
Yeah, a pot of ash is definitely a great way to meet someone.
Well, that's
A
not
blind
here.
man
We
in
don't
full
want.
armor with a pot of ashes.
Circle, go get your new friend settled in. There's some things we need to discuss once she's settled in for us paladins.
Maybe you can introduce him to Lara.
Yeah,
Hmm.
of course. And I'll motion for Tella to follow. The rooms are this way. Tella probably can also tell pretty easily that something's wrong, and Sergal can tell.
So,
And
Aye.
Sergal's leading her up to the rooms, picking her out, bringing her up there, showing her where his is.
And if she wants a different room or if she wants the same room, right?
Yeah. It's not quite a bar, but come.
Anyway.
So after that, after she gets settled, we're all meeting in the dining hall. Just the paladins. And once you're there, it's like, oh, Sergal. There has been an interesting development happening with Farron.
Did he need to go somewhere, or?
He's no longer with us. And rest assured, it's not because he died. At least I'm 95% sure.
Then why are you talking as if he has? As Sergal is like getting a little agitated, like
The pot full of ashes is on the table now.
Here's what remains.
He was thinking hard about innovating, and his body turned to ash and stone.
when No, you're joking, right?
I wish I was.
This is how I imagine that Brett, you just present the
music
ashes to
is
Circle.
kind of a mood killer. Not gonna lie.
Give me a second.
right
Let me change it.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Shut
I'm
up.
trying hard to get into character.
Shut up. Give me a
That
second.
sucks.
We gotta change music. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
This
no, he's in the forge making some
he is not
insane weapon of war.
He's not in the forge.
If he were, he would hear the hammer strikes from down here. We're directly below it.
If he were, he would be here.
Circle tries a couple of times to start a sentence. When? Yesterday? Afternoon?
Nathan nods.
Afraid so. He didn't
Damn
leave us
that.
with nothing though. The stuff in his room is still here. And he left these. I hold up pieces of paper. One addressed to his family, one addressed to us. And that's why we're here.
Nathan
And-
just like scoots a bit closer to Sergal and just like puts an arm over his shoulder.
Since I don't want to dwell on this too much, I'm just going to go ahead and read it and let you, sir, go process it as I read it. Which I'm actually not going to read it. I'm going to turn that over to...
Hello.
Oh gosh, he's alive.
The piece of paper, it is alive. And
You will
no,
get some background. There's some intense gaming going on by some relatives. And it's a competitive game, so they're going to be yelling.
The stories that are going on in Valhalla as she speaks back.
quite literally. Alright. So, Brit starts reading it, but it doesn't take long until what almost sounds like a ghost of Farron's voice takes hold. As you can hear him, or you swear you can, reading the paper. If you're reading this, you failed to stop me. Not that you could have. This means I chose to depart, embracing the unknown to seek new adventures of the divine kind. Through an ascension of sorts, my path has shifted. How do I know what transpired? Because for one, you underestimate my intuition. But more importantly, amid the molten steels of veins of destiny, no door forged for my mold would yield for less. My crucible of flesh never granted a breath of sloth, so that my weapons of blood may yet pry my fate from destiny. So, let no step falter, no thought drift, and no action go without resolve, lest you betray the unwritten symphony longing to be composed. And in writing this, I offer you an ultimatum. Either disregard the lessons I leave, continuing to live as you live, or embrace them, willingly surrendering something to the forge of fires, where you may yet be reborn as a golden phoenix. Generally, before I speak, remember this. To transcend your limits and embody perfection, consistency is key. Attend to details, brush your teeth and hair with care, but replicate the strain of battle through vigorous workouts for complacency weekends. Nourish your mind, immerse yourself in knowledge and devour books. Take notes, ask questions, and anchor your spirit with prayer. Plan diligently with vision, embracing the risks woven into this time of fate. I've pushed us past beyond what Tarumak's expectations. Now, it's your turn to surpass the boundaries set by this world's limited imagination. Nathan, there are many commendable qualities I see in you, but there are some last lessons I must remark on. I hope this no longer applies to you as you read it. Through our long and many conversations, I found your heart to be fickle, too for its own good. One moment you decide to ignore it, and the next you follow it blindly. With a leash on a horse, you nor control the horse, nor the horse control you. Beyond that, you suffer from the occasional scholar pride. Move past these and strive for perfection, and I know you will not be far behind. Be great, my dear brother.
I will.
Wait. Brit, you shoulder the burdens of our brothers and sisters, so I shall spare no niceties despite your good qualities. Your mouth moves faster than your mind. You show weakness when all look to you for strength, and fear when all look to you for courage. You must slow down, speak when it matters, and prepare for all the too harsh realities, responsibilities of family. Write things down if you have to. Just feel, think, and then do, as a diplomat is forced and a litter is inclined. Know that you're not perfect yet. But should you learn to face these weaknesses head on, with certainty that no matter the result, you are doing nothing less. You are my hope, dear sister. Sergel, I know you have had trouble seeing eye to eye with me. It's okay, you can laugh. But know this. You play the world carefully and slowly, and that is your greatest weakness of them all. You're scared of failure, and because of that you run from it. But because of that, I have seen you stand back when you should have stood up. Stay silent when words need to be spoken, and stow your sword when things need to be taken up. A chain is no stronger than its weakest link, and yours hide under murk of others. Be loud when if you need to be. Be rude when the time calls. Be wrong when reality corrects you. Just be somebody. I will have no brother of mine settle for mediocrity, and you are so much more, and you have so much to live up. Make me proud, dear brother. Dagger, the man of balance himself, never fully got what that was all about, but you were determined about it, so I was glad you had something to stand for. Ask you go out and live more life, see more people, make more mistakes. You're slow, but you use that time to think, which is right. I only wish you push yourself, even your turtle is swift in proper stream, so make sure to find yours, lest you be left to the sun's gaze. Swim swiftly and sturdily, my dear brother. Tarumak, where do I start? Well, it's flawed in many ways, but working on the most important. Last we met, you broke through the longest standing weakness, that your fate is sealed in the servitude of a mass contradiction. I could go on longer, but I know not what you have learned since, and I hope that whatever irks you now will be rectified in your own eyes and hands. I have faith in you, dear brother. Sylvie, hopefully now is a god I can figure out the goals behind your actions, for surely you did this for a reason. No sane person would have did what you did, but then again, no sane person would have done what I'm doing now. Maybe you ascended without our knowledge. Maybe you outsmarted us all. I'll soon know. I'm going to see where the hell you went. Knowing you, though, probably just got lost. I miss you. Chadwick, you've been a fine steed, a great warrior, and an even better brother. You have ways to go, but are moving with speed I only know you to possess. Good luck, and don't stop, my dearest brother. Afterthoughts. I hope to each and every one of you who has read my message, whether individually or as a collective, it matters little in the grand scheme. I have many great qualities, some of which you will never be able to replicate. However, the one that matters the most was my unbreakable soul. Live your lives authentically and courageously, embracing both light and darkness, the triumphs and failures. One day I hope to see you again on equal footing, if you have yet to do that already. If not, get the fuck to marching. I'm waiting. Do whatever the fuck you want with my stuff. I'll take what I need.
That is such a fair and weight and a will.
As as the will is finished reading, it takes me a while to put it down because I'm covering my face. Because I feel like it's about ready to just burst. Huh?
He called me a turtle.
Did my sentence
Turtles
just
have-
went through?
Turtles
I
are
guess
great
so.
at defending.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's wrong. I was just surprised by the analogy. Well then.
And that's just where he went to.
Sergal,
Be clear, Britt, you're the one reading this?
Yeah, but it feels
Yeah,
you
Britt,
the
can
way
you
you
roll an
described it.
investigation check?
Okay.
Well, somebody took a fall.
Quick question, I don't know if this was here. Did I put my mic back down when I said my one sentence answer to this?
I heard that, yes.
Okay. Because I
what now?
genuinely can't recall whether I put up the mic or not.
oh yeah, that sentence. Yeah, we heard.
It's been acting weird all day.
It just 16?
Britt, you find nothing. But for all those who want to see it, if Brett is putting down it, I will put the link to the will so you can look at it in your own time if you wish.
I gladly will.
Yep.
That's Farron's head gone. I had
Yeah.
Farron's head on the middle and the center all this time.
He was the main character. He was the short person we needed,
And
not the short person we deserve.
in any sense, we do have another thing to another matter. The other letter is
I have
addressed
no idea
to
what's
his
going on.
is addressed to his family, which then further makes it so that we must deliver what remains of him to them, as well as the letter. Chadrick, I believe you know where he is, where his home is.
Yeah, we've talked about his home before.
Sergal presses his hands on the table and lifts himself up. Not holding back tears. But there is a... There's... How do you describe it? A fire's been lit under him. He's... Damn the dwarf, but he was right. Dagger,
Hmm?
you and I are falling behind.
Not if we work together. And not if we work hard.
Glad we're on the same page. And he's
Nods.
going to hesitate for a moment as he's walking away, like he's trying to figure out which direction he's going to go. Before turning back around. Nathan, the eggs? Any change since I left? Nathan?
My microphone was up. No changes since. Arthur has been working at the forge. It's been constantly heated.
Sergal nods. Please, all of you. Be kind.
I'm sorry.
Nathan's
Did you cut off?
Nathan's currently reading the letter and just like looking it over and then just fucking starts bawling.
Alright.
Sergal starts to say something as Nathan starts, but he stops and just elects to give Nathan.
I'll walk over and kind of pull Nathan into my side and just hug him. I feel the same way, buddy, but I'm all out of tears, and we just gotta pursue glory on his behalf at this point. But cry all you need. I'm here for you.
For the first time in forever. I can't keep it in any longer.
Yeah, you come in here, you big oaf. Get over here.
Just goes in
Group
for
hug.
a hug.
Group
Yeah.
hug.
His
Gladly group hug.
he didn't shave for a while, so he's kind of wet wet hairs with some boogers here and there. He also slight thing. He might smell a bit like smoke.
That's fine. Oh, God. Give me a second.
Fuck it, everyone get in here. Group hug. Let's hug it out real quick. It's cool.
What kind of strength check would I need in order to actually lift everybody
Don't
up?
don't you fucking try this time. This not the time.
No, not really.
This is not a happy hug. This is just
Oh, big old bear
Just
hug,
l-
you know?
Leave us on the floor, you.
Okay.
Ugh.
this is the kind of stuff where you need to be grounded.
Uh-huh.
No pun intended.
Stay real, fam.
All right. Group hug.
I'm gonna miss you. Very.
He's not gone. Just
No, but I'm
somewhere
still
else.
still gonna miss him.
Of course.
Well, then we
I
better
still
work
miss
to making
Kara.
sure we can see him.
I'm gonna punch him. And Sergal would probably be the first to come out of the group hug. We have a lot to do.
Once
Yeah,
I
but-
see him, I'm throwing him. Didn't even say goodbye.
I agree with Serga. We have many to do, including for our first priority is getting this jar and this letter to his family.
Nathan nods to that.
Which I will need. Chadwick, I'll need you to say that so that we can travel there via Leo. And get something properly.
Is it a journey we all should take, or will it, or would it be faster? The small.
This isn't. While I get the sense of urgency, I don't think this is a conversation topic that we need to do fast. This is something we can take our time with.
Yeah.
So,
And if it lasts a day, two, or
any
4 or
final
5,
things?
so be it.
Any-
Nathan would also get out of the group hug and just like look at that Will one last time and then just there's things to be done.
I'm just gonna get out the group hug and just find something to wipe my ugly crying face on.
Sergal will pat Nathan on the shoulder. Well, really, he pats everyone who he passes. Just kind of a...
Well, yeah, I guess you pat my back because I don't think you can reach my shoulder.
Your how tall?
Circle.
So,
Taggart, how tall are you?
I think I was. Let me just check my character sheet. I have 8 foot.
8 foot?
Be big.
Yeah,
Hi.
probably your back.
well, I do believe that. Is there anything else you wish to do?
This is
Not
a good
really.
point to end it if you ask me.
So, you can have
Oh.
your time skip. Time skip.
Well, we have one more thing to do tomorrow, which is today we'll be planning. I'm going to take Chadwick aside, plan our way to go to
Farron's family, and then we'll do that tomorrow, or the next day.
Sergal will be mainly like making sure Tella's like settled in.
Anyway, in that case, then come on. What? Anything you wish to say before getting stream? Getting the stream down with no survivors.
Smite.
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 Smite. Smite. Smite. Smite. Smite. Smite. Smite. Smite. Smite. Smite. Smite. Smite.